Hey there! We're Nigel and Sue, and these are our adventures.
In this episode, we're in the outback Queensland town of Chillagoe. Friends, we are back on the road. We're going to head inland into the outback, which is super exciting, and we're heading for a little town called Chillagoe. Chillagoe is located around 200 kilometres west of Cairns and is one of the most geologically diverse areas in the world. Famous for its limestone karsts and over 600 caves, Chillagoe was once a bustling capital of North Queensland when the mining boom was in its heyday, boasting a population in the thousands. The current population is only 250, but people come here to visit the mining ruins, the caves, and of course to marvel at the landscape. So we've arrived at our campsite in Chillagoe. We're going nowhere. We're chilling and having a beer. Cheers. Cheers, Nige.
Kind of exhausted. A big day.
So we've just checked into the Chillagoe tourist village. Yeah, we just decided we'd pay the $24 for an unpowered site and have the luxury of a shower tonight. Doesn't look to be a lot of free camping around here, but we'll suss out the town and the situation a bit more tomorrow.
Cheers. Oh, I'll need another one.
What's for dinner, Nige?
I'm empty. It's going to have to be pizza.
The naming of this road, the Wheelbarrow Way, and this statue commemorate the journey of the early pioneers to this area who used to travel 150 kilometres from Mareeba to here with all of their possessions in wheelbarrows, and often their wife and children walking along behind them. One of our favourite times of day in the van is
coffee.
And today we're having coffee from our favourite coffee place, which is Skyberry Coffee. And they are just outside of Mareeba, the coffee plantation, so we went there and picked up a bag yesterday. So we are at the smelters. Chillagoe has a really rich mining history, and these smelters were in operation from 1901 to 1943, and now they're left in ruins. Since these smelters stopped working in 1943, it's subsequently become a national park, and there's a little information area here telling you a little bit about the history, including where Nigel's standing, and I think this is really cool. They have this brickwork to show the diameter of the main chimney, which is the one up on the top of the hill there. Stand in the chimney, Nigel.
Okay.
And there's a couple of little lookouts. You can go up to a lookout up the top here, which we're just going to take a walk up to. And then there's also another lookout to the slag heap. And they're only just over 100 metres each. There are a few stairs though, so if mobility is an issue, bear that in mind. Here's where all the mining operations took place. And they had like shops and offices down in the middle there. These metal hills over here really remind me of Black Mountain on the way to Cooktown. I guess we're not that far away from it. It's a similar sort of geology, I guess. Behind us here is the slag heap. So this is the largest slag heap in all of Queensland. And how much is it?
1 million tonnes of slag.
It's a lot of slag.
This is a lot of slag. 1.25 million tonnes of ore. So, what does that say? 0.25 million tonnes was used as valuable resource.
Wow.
Silver, gold, lead,
Copper.
copper.
For our next stop today, we are going to check out the river at the Chillagoe Weir, and there's supposedly some good little swimming holes there, so we're going to check them out.
Some cooling down required. Pretty hot.
We have come to the first waterhole along Weir Road. It's called the Bogey Hole. So we've just parked the van there, and we're just going to head down and have a quick swim. So we're just going for a little walk now up the Coonbetta Hill. Hopefully we'll see some nice views. Sun should be setting in about... what time is it, Nige? Got your watch up?
That was 5.
Oh, so we've got about 45 minutes, I think, till sunset. We should see it set behind the chimneys. So this is the hill up ahead. Apparently there's 4 lookouts. It's supposed to be quite steep and rocky. All of a sudden it has got very steep and rocky. Looks like it's a bit of a climb. This is actually a really gnarly trail. We've stopped here. We've got a pretty good view of the chimneys from here. Good morning! Today we are going to do the cave tour. So we're going to tour into 3 cave systems, and these are the ones that we're doing with the ranger guide, so the National Park's rangers. We've just arrived at the first cave. So this morning we are doing 2 caves, the Donna Cave and the Treskin, and both of them leave from this car park here. You can see some of these beautiful limestone karsts behind. And big one up here. So we need to walk up to that little shed there. That's where we're going to be meeting the guide. Okay, so this is Bob, our guide here, and we're just about to go down into the first cave. So yeah, we're out of the first cave. Bit of a climb.
Spiral staircase.
That was awesome.
It was so good. We got to see some critters at the end. Children's python. Yeah, beautiful.
So in the car park here, there's a nice little picnic table. We've just had our morning coffee here. Nigel had second breakfast, of course. And
Cool.
And now we're about to head off and do the second of the 3 cave tours that we're doing today. This one's called the Treskin Cave.
Stairwell system. It's quite a bit steeper than the Donna Cave.
I was very lucky. Now you've got to go to university, you get some sort of a degree. But and saying that, it just depends on what part you want to go into. When I joined, they just wanted someone with basic skills like fencing, burning, weed eradications, things like that. Yeah.
Another day, another swimming hole. Today we've come along a little bit further than yesterday where we swam at the bogey hole. Today we are at the Chillagoe Weir. I've come a little bit further downstream. I'm actually right near the weir because it's a little bit easier to get in here. It's kind of sandy bottom. I think this is going to suit me a little bit better. That was so nice and refreshing. Again, we were the only ones there. The third cave is the Royal Arch Cave.
Jesus.
And the road is very corrugated.
Fuck. Alright. Yeah, tyres are like full pressure, so giving the kidneys a bit of a stir up. Bloody hell.
It's actually not a very long drive out here, but it does take quite a while because we're currently going at about 5 kilometres an hour, 10 kilometres an hour. So yeah, if you are coming out to do the Royal Arch Cave tour in the afternoon, do allow yourself plenty of time.
Well, unless you've got independences, man.
To get down this very, very corrugated road.
Okay, here's a good place to turn your torches on. Daylight chambers you're going to see this afternoon, and we call this one the picnic chamber, and they call it that because many years ago, before there's any gates on the caves, the families used to come out here and sit in the cave and have a picnic, and I suppose it's the only cool place around. I always say the stalactites hang on tight to the roof, and your stalagmites, they might grow up there one day. This is a rough estimate, but just to give you some idea, they say the stalactites in this area can grow as low as 3 centimetres every 100 years. Okay, this chamber is called the Royal Arch Chamber, and there's our archway in between the figures.
Taking us through the laundry chute. Not sure what to expect.
Okay, you just got to go down through that hole there first.
Yep. And so you can go any way you like to go.
Yeah,
sort of
that way's easy. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Slide out.
Right. So we're going to go through here. I can see a light at the other end.
That's me, babe.
All right. Oh, camera away. Oh well. And then at some point I've got to turn around somehow. You got on your back? So I negotiated the first part of the chute, and then you've got to spin round, and then Sue's going to get us popping out the other end.
Down you come.
Oh, there's a little handhold here.
Ooh.
There we go.
Nigel takes one for the team, going through the laundry chute.
Popped
Popped out the other side.
So we've finished with the caves. We've done the 3 cave tours, and we can't pick a favourite. Like, they were all really fantastic and for really different reasons. The first one, Donna, was beautiful. I think Treskin was probably the most beautiful, just in terms of the colours and the way the lights lit everything up. But the final cave, the Royal Arch, I really enjoyed because it was a real adventure.
Yeah, going down the laundry chute. Yeah, all in all, it's been a really awesome day. We had a swim just to break things up. It's pretty hot, and then yeah, when you go down to the caves, straight away, bang, 10 degrees cooler. He was saying 22.
22, yeah.
All year round, so that was nice. Yeah, really interesting day.
So now we're going back along this horrible corrugated road, and we're going to go to the Balancing Rock. We're going to hang out there for a while until sunset. We've just got a short walk up to where the Balancing Rock is. Good morning, friends. Today is day 3 here in Chillagoe. Today we're actually going a little bit further up the road. We're going to Munganna. It's about 15 kilometres to Munganna, 10 miles. So realistically, by rights, if it was a seal road, that would only take us about 10 minutes. However, it's going to be a gravel road, so it could take us any amount of time, right, Nige?
Yeah, well, if yesterday's jaggedy ass roads, anything to go by, it'll take us half an hour. Yeah, it was pretty bad yesterday. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing a bit of rock art today, and just to change things up a little bit.
So it turns out the road is not great. If we were driving a long distance on this sort of a road, we would drop the tyre pressure down, but it's not that far, so at this stage we're not going to. We're just going to drive nice and slow. And it's quite rattly, but yeah. And Nige hates all the rattling in the back of the van. Sometimes when I shut that curtain, you know, it like shuts off a little bit of the noise.
It just feels like stuff to fall apart.
I know. We've just turned off the main road and we're coming down a nicely corrugated little track. It has taken us the best part of an hour to get out here. We've just arrived at Munganna and parked up here. We're right next to one of these big limestone karsts. Actually sounds a little bit echoey. And this is where the Indigenous Rock Art is.
Yeah, this one's a lot more impressive than the one with Balancing Rock.
So it is only a small amount of art, but it's really quite nice. in here. It's quite nice and shady and cool in amongst these rocks. Next stop will be at the caves, which is just another 850 metres up the road. We're now at the Archways Cave. Apparently this one's quite a bit more open than the caves we were at yesterday. Don't have a guide here, it's self-guided.
On the guide.
Right. What have you got to tell us about this cave?
Well, but I've got a torch. I'll let the part. So here's the archways.
Gee, it's like so much cooler as soon as you step in here, isn't it?
Look how this tree's grown. It's grown up and gone. Hang on a minute. There's a rock in the way. It's cool.
How's that rock even hanging there? Is this like a maze?
Yeah, Indiana Jones, like the doorway's been collapsed in.
What if we get stuck in here forever?
And that's it. Okay.
Well, that was the Archways Cave, very much an open cave. It was interesting to look at in terms of the canyon part of it. What was it that you said, Nige?
I wasn't disappointed, but it just highlighted that you need to go and check out the guided cave tours. It's next level.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's definitely well worth doing. It's really reasonably priced too, so it was like $60 for the 3 caves or $30 just for one. We hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as we have enjoyed visiting Chillagoe. Please give us a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below and let us know what you thought. And consider subscribing to our channel, it really helps us out. Thanks so much for watching this one and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.